Wow. A bunch of twists and turns tonight. In the beginning, when we first started the challenge, we had an orientation and my sound went out, so I could not hear the rules. But you know how I am. I'm the type I'm going to keep pushing and keep moving. So I started the game not knowing all the details. So that put me at a disadvantage, and I understand why my team voted me out because of that reason. Um, and so I understand, but I definitely enjoy being with Team Wendell. The players are amazing. I love them, and Deshaun. I'm very loyal. I am loyal. At the same time, I came and I wanted to be a part of this game to win. So I'm just here to fulfill that. I do love being a part of Team Adam. First of all, I thank them for giving me a chance and thinking of me that highly that they would accept me on their team. So I'm very grateful for that. So it's it's something. I'm feeling kind of I'm just feeling some type of way because again I enjoyed being a part of Team Window. I was honored that he chose me, but at the same time I'm also honored that Team Adam would choose me as well. So we're going to see how this goes. Either way, I'm going to give it my all, but my heart is for both of the teams. I'm sorry, my heart is again I'm loyal, but we're going to make this happen. So let's just see how this goes. Let's see. Tonight was something. Couldn't believe what happened. Team Wendell voted me out. And so I'm like, really? But at the same time, I do understand. I had tech issues. I didn't hear all the rules. I was playing with what I knew, playing with the knowledge that I had, the little knowledge that I had. So therefore, I couldn't really carry out what I needed to do for the team. So I understand. But they did it with love. And Ron was upfront with me. She let me know, hey, Deshaun, this is what's going down. Nothing personal, but, because of the tech issues, we feel a certain way. So that was a bitter pill to swallow, although I know they love me and I do love them. Even the little time we had together, we worked well together. They are great people and I have nothing against them. I really don't. But it was tough. It's tough anytime someone has to let you go or they make a decision to let you go. So I'm trying to, calm down and just, but there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Team Adam welcomed me with open arms. And I'm like, you know what? At first I was like, I feel like I'm betraying Team Wendell. But at the same time, Team Wendell kind of let me go. I'm not going to say it's betrayal, but they let me go. So, hey, if I have an opportunity to keep playing the game, playing for my charity, playing for the team as a whole, the charity as a whole, then I'm going to do that. So I made a decision to stay with Team Adam because they embraced me. They wanted me. And, so I have to look out for me. I have to look out for what I want and what the outcome that I want. So this was something. Hey, but I'm in it to win it. I don't give up, never give up. I'm a strong woman. I'm tough. And hey, we're going to roll with it. So here we go.
Hello. Confessional number 3. I'm very bad at making confessionals. But okay. So I'm going to start over. So we're going to pretend that this is like confessional after the Tuesday night. So tonight was pretty crazy. We were so close with the challenge. And I feel like it was a little hard to judge it just because, the quality for the Discord video is not the greatest, but, we were very close, and it was a bummer that Schneiderman kind of made a little oopsie, with his, because otherwise we would have won. But going into strategizing for Crossroads was very easy for me. My mind was set up on Deshawn probably on the first day. She truly is very, very sweet and like is very energetic and nice. But the lack of kind of awareness with everything just was not something that was conducive for our tribe's strength. And just not knowing what the challenges were and having all these different issues with tech. It just, I did not want to have to deal with that again. So, I mean, my mind was pretty made up. And it worked out that everybody kind of went along with that. And so, I mean, nobody really had to push anything. It was kind of just cut and dry. Ron, super ballsy for just, being honest. I like that about Ron. I very much enjoy that she's kind of just, honest and straightforward. But then at the crossroads, that's where it got interesting because we unanimously voted for Deshawn. And Deshawn voted for me, which was fine. I kind of saw it coming because I didn't interact with her at all, like on a one-on-one basis. But then Jonathan throws the whole twist that the other tribe is going to pick one of the people that got votes to go to their party. So I was stressing the heck out because I did not want to get swapped because I knew that going into the next day, like I was just not really going to be that, talkative and stuff because just everything that was going on with my family and like my husband's family. So I did not want to get picked. And of course I was the one that was up with Deshawn. And I thought for sure they were going to pick me. I think it was very dumb that they didn't pick me. Because like if somebody gets unanimously voted out, there's probably a reason. And they picked Deshawn. So I was not complaining. I was very happy to stay with my Wendell party. And we vibed so well. So yeah, that was kind of that. But other than that, it's been good. It's been very quiet. I'm still getting used to the timing format. It is tough to have to dedicate 3 hours at the end of your night after working all day to sitting on Discord. But I'm adjusting, and our party dynamic is very positive. So I'm really hoping that we can pull out a win tonight. So we shall see. But yeah, that's really it. Wish us luck, and yeah.
Hey, what up, guys? So honestly, I know some of you guys, if you ever seen me before, you're used to my outdoor confessionals, but it's super cold up here in Canada, so we're gonna keep it indoors this time. But I feel like things are starting to move a little bit more. I felt like the first day was a bit of just like everyone was just chilling. Nobody really tried to like move to different posts to talk. But today was a whole different story, right? So we had the competition. I thought it was a pretty easy one. We were in the lead for most of it, and then Schneidman dropped the ball a little bit. But you know what, though, it wasn't really his fault because like that could have happened to anybody. The cup filling over, I mean, it was just I guess it was just luck of the draw, like and I'm sure he probably felt bad about it, but he can't be blamed, right? So we had a chance to strategize a bit because we had to go to the crossroads, so we kind of had to move around and try to figure it out. And me, I play a lot of these games, and I consider myself pretty decent. I wouldn't say I'm the best. I wouldn't even say I'm close to the best, honestly, but I do know how to navigate through these games, right? So of course I was a little worried they were going to blindside me, but it turned out they weren't even thinking my name, so that's pretty cool. I feel a good connection with Bobby right now. I feel like I would like to go fire with Bobby in the game. My name is Bobby, actually. I actually have it tattooed on my arm, Bobby, right? So me and Bobby, baby, we got to do it, right? But someone else I kind of like too, I like Troy. Troy seems like he's a straight shooter, and he did want to make a move tonight a little bit on JJ, but I'm not opposed to making moves at all. I will make a move, but I just feel like tonight wasn't the night because nobody seemed receptive to like even wanting to talk about making a move. It just seemed like Deshawn was the easiest vote, just due to the fact that she was having issues with the Discord, and I just think her issues is that she doesn't really understand Discord and doesn't use it much. So that's what it is. So she just didn't really see, like, she just wasn't prepared. Like, she'd never seen the videos of the competition. Like, she just didn't see it. She wasn't getting it, right? So it was an easy vote to vote her out. But then there's a twist. It's not even an exemption. This isn't even a crossroads. They won a reward. So they get to steal one of her players. But they only got to pick between the two people that got votes, and that was Deshawn and JJ, because Deshawn voted for JJ. So us thinking that they're definitely going to choose JJ because, they wanted to get rid of her for her internet issues or whatever. But nope, they took her. They took Deshawn. They took Deshawn right off her back. Just like that. They just took her right off us. So thank you, Team Adam. We appreciate it. That was a dumb move on their part. I mean, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. It's too early to really say, but I just feel like they're just going to vote her out for the same reason. So, I mean, I guess they just gained themselves another easy vote, unless perhaps Deshawn can find her way in with the people at the bottom of the party, right? I got a good. I want to say, I like Ron. I like Ron. Yes, Ron is dope. But do I trust her? Like, I want to work with Ron, but I feel like she could be a wild card, right? So I don't really know yet if I can fully put my trust in Ron. But so far, I feel like I can trust Bobby, maybe Troy. Shannon seems like, because I did tell her I played before, and I don't think she told anybody. So Shannon's also another person I feel like I could work with. But honestly, it's really too early in the game to really do any of that stuff. So, I'm just chilling out right now, and I'm just getting a little bit long, so I might wrap it up here soon. But I'm just chilling. Like I'm excited. I thought they might have blindsided me, but they didn't. So we're just gonna keep playing, and we're gonna try to make it to the end. So thank you. This is my confessional number 3. Peace.
All right, Expedition Online, you got me good today. I was not expecting that twist at all. Oh my gosh, I thought we were going to win that game. We took a huge lead. I mean, we were way ahead of Team Adam. And then we knocked over the cup in the final round. We lost by like a second. The vote was unanimous. The team was happy. We told Deshawn she was going. There were no hard feelings. And then all of a sudden, you put her on the other team. That was crazy. So, good job. That was quite the twist. I was not happy that my team lost. I'm pretty proud of myself. I feel like that was a difficult challenge, and I did it pretty fast. And so far, I've done really well with all the challenges. And I don't think it's mattered too much so far, but there's going to come a time when it's going to matter, and hopefully I keep doing just as good at all of the challenges, but we shall see. And we're going to go into Thursday night at a disadvantage, being down a player, which I would have never expected. So we will see. I'm excited to see what comes next.
Are you kidding me? I shouldn't even voice what I think might happen. Like, I don't even know. I'm just trying to think scandalous, because I feel like this is scandalous. in like all aspects. And in no shape or form did anybody want anybody to leave tonight. At that point, I can kind of see the players coming out now. Definitely was approached about an alliance, so maybe I'm just gonna keep that type of information to myself. Oh man. I just knew somebody was gonna vote for me tonight. There's a few that I'm looking at, and I'm a little weary of, and I'm probably wrong because I usually am. Rachel's really quiet. And the people that approached me about the alliance, was Troy and Jon Snow. Both good people. Makes me feel good. So maybe I'm a little bit better of a player than I thought, because I don't know what to play. I'm just kind of playing by ear, I guess you'd say. Man, everybody's so laid back and relaxed. It's just like, do you I'm so paranoid. Like, do you know something that I don't? Like, Deshaun's gone. Somebody on their team voted for JJ. Everybody's sure Deshaun voted for JJ, which I don't know. What if somebody had voted for somebody else after that? I'd have been so suspicious. I don't know. I could kick y'all. I need a day off. I'm going to shoot some butts tomorrow in the video game, and I'm going to look for some clues. What are y'all doing?
All right. It seems like you guys are counting days differently than I am. So this is like my official, I guess it's day 2 according to Jonathan's board. But it's for Tuesday, March 8th. This is my confessional for that. Oh, what a night. I biffed the shit out of that challenge. I sprayed fucking red water everywhere, all over my room, all over my desk. I missed the cup. This wasn't my challenge. I had a tiny ass rigatoni. I should have gotten a bigger rigatoni. I think that would have made it much easier for me. Turns out, size matters, kids. Size matters. In the strategizing portion, let's start over. In the strategizing portion of the evening, I think I finally, one more time. In the strategizing portion of the evening, I finally got to talk to people one-on-one, or at least in small groups. And I finally got to connect with JJ, with Rachel, and with Shannon. That, from the jump, has felt like it was going to be my group. We're the younger kids. At least it feels like we're the younger kids. We just have a different energy from everybody else. And we added Bobby to that, which felt like a really, really good group of 5 that we could at least get through the party portion of the game with. I feel really strongly about that group. That feels like the people I connect with the most. I also like Troy a lot. So if we can keep Troy around for as long as possible, that would be great. Ron, I don't trust at all. Ron, why would you tell Deshaun that she's going? And then why would you admit to it? That's like rule number 1 of the game. Do not tell the person who's going that they are going. We knew it was going to happen. I think I said it when I was in one of the smaller rooms. Ron's going to narc on us to Deshaun. Lo and behold, she did. I have no faith in Ron as an ally whatsoever, but I like that she talks a lot because it keeps me from talking a lot, which is a good thing. I'm glad Deshawn is off the tribe. I was getting really frustrated with her internet issues and the fact that she wasn't reading the instructions a lot. Just that level of disconnection. I need somebody who's as engaged in the game as I am. We all have busy lives. I get it. It's just hard to... It's nothing personal to Deshawn. It's just hard to connect with somebody in the way that I want to if you're disengaged from the game in that level. I have one... Let's start over for that. I have one question for Team Adam. Is you crazy? Is you crazy? Why would you do that? We voted somebody out unanimously, 8-1. You even heard why we were doing it, because we were frustrated with her internet issues. And so the twist happens, and you get to pick either JJ, who was in the middle of that vote, or Deshawn, who was on the outside of that vote, and you pick Deshawn? Like, on only one of you? Like, we would have been far worse off if you had left us with Deshawn, who we were frustrated with. It would have caused tension in the party. It would have... We didn't want her around anymore, and we would have been stuck with her. She would have known we voted for her, and you would have taken somebody who we wanted to keep around, who's on the inside. Instead, you take somebody that we were happy to let go, and you have to deal with her internet issues and her disengagement. Have fun, guys. Have fun. Thank you for taking our problem off our hands. Thank you for doing the thing that we most wanted you to do. We really appreciate that, Team Adam. Much appreciated. I think that's it. This video is already pretty long. Let's see where this goes.
Hey guys, what's up? So last night's Crossroads and the whole night was just crazy. So we had our challenge. We had to suck up food dye in a noodle and then run 8 feet across the room and spit it into another bowl. So it wasn't that great of a challenge. It was kind of gross. Food dye was going everywhere. I was spitting it everywhere. Did it pretty quick. We had the lead. Schneidman had a little slip up, and we did end up losing right at the end. Sophia had a huge comeback for Team Adam, and it sent us to Crossroads. Everybody was throwing out Deshawn's name really just because of her internet connectivity, and she also kind of just didn't really know what was going on in the game. She wasn't really watching the challenge videos during the day, so come challenge time, she didn't know what was going on. And it really stunk because I really did like her, and I thought she was really cool, and I would have loved to work with her, but I never even got a chance to talk to her one-on-one, so it was kind of the easy vote and didn't want to stir things up too much. But I was definitely pretty surprised because I ended up being in a 4-person chat with Rachel, JJ, and Schneidman, and those were 3 people that I have never talked to at all really on video chat. I had actually just talked to Rachel right before that, and I actually really, really liked her. I didn't know how I was going to feel about her because I thought she was pretty quiet, but once I got talking to her, I don't know why I thought that, because that's definitely not true. She's super cool, and I'm really excited to work with her. But yeah, they were literally talking about a 4-person alliance and then trying to pull Bobby, which, I like the idea of, but I've already kind of talked to Jon Snow about having his back, which, as I said, I don't really know how I feel about that. But yeah, I don't know. So that's maybe an option that's in my head, but I don't know completely who I want to work with yet. And now we're at 8 because Deshawn, instead of getting voted out, she got sent to Team Adam. They got to pick between Deshawn and JJ because JJ got 1 vote from Deshawn. I don't know why they didn't pick JJ. I think that's a very dumb move on their part, but who knows? Maybe they have different plans that I'm not aware of. But yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling good so far. I'm glad that I don't think my name was a target whatsoever last night. I know people were saying Ron too, so I feel okay for now, and I do feel like I have options, so I'm hoping it stays this way. I'm hoping we win the next exemption challenge, and yeah, I guess that's it, but I'll talk to you guys soon.
Day 3. I was hoping we could pull out another win and not have to worry about voting somebody else out tonight. I really didn't want to see Deshawn go. I think aside from her learning how to use Discord, I don't think she was a weak player. I think she was a strong player. I think we should have kept her around. And if it was that she was a weak player, then we had that in the future. We should have got rid of somebody bigger than Deshawn. Man, I really didn't want to see Deshawn go tonight. It sucks. All right, well, on we go. Hopefully we can pull a win out on Thursday. Not have to worry about voting somebody out again. Pretty sure if we do, though, I'm going to try to steer people towards JJ or Shannon. I just feel like they need to go. I can't even give a reason why I feel like they should go. I just feel like them two should be the ones going next.
I'm going to talk about my thoughts and feelings towards tonight's night. I personally didn't feel like the reward that we got was a reward. In fact, I feel like it's just adding a variable to the already long enough difficult equation that I'm trying to comprehend and still understand. One thing that I did notice about my tribe is that we're full of passionate people, and I really don't know if they're going to have the heart to necessarily vote her out. So that's why I feel like I'm on the bottom again if we do lose, because I don't think they just have the heart to vote her out. And it sucks because I feel like I've just been really unlucky. I mean, I was, I think, 6th place or something in the flower stand yesterday. I had, in my opinion, the most difficult question for the trivia. And people just see me as a weak player, I guess, compared to everybody else, which I really hate. Because I feel like I can be a strong player in this game. But I just feel like the circumstances just haven't really been there for me, unfortunately. But looking into it, one thing I did notice tonight was that whenever they went to the outpost and the other people went to the volcano, Meredith said something really interesting, which was, hey, we were thinking about keeping Kat around because she's great at math. And that just is telling me right there that they were actually debating about possibly voting me off. And I'm trying to keep track of all this jumping around into different rooms and stuff like that. And the 2 groups that I noticed she was in was the group with her, Holly, Sophia, and Kayla, which was at the end, which was what I was talking about in my last confessional. And then she was also in a group with Hager, Matthew, and Nate. So I don't know which group she was necessarily pitching it to, if everyone was talking about it or what was going on, but I definitely know it was a debate and it wasn't a straightforward vote like people were saying. At least that's what I don't think it is. Maybe to some people it was, but to me it wasn't. But I'm just thinking about the necessary steps that it's going to take to get me the next couple weeks, and next couple cycles, not weeks. And I really think it's just that we have to win immunity, because if not, I really believe I could be the next vote out, and I don't want to go home second on this tribe. So, yeah, but that's my thoughts for right now, and I will probably be making a power ranking next, so stay with me. Hey, what's going on there, guys? So here's my power rankings that I came up with. These are just my opinion, doesn't necessarily mean it's true or not, because obviously I can't see everything that's going on in the game. But this is my list so far, and the brackets mean you can just switch them around if you want to. I definitely feel like Hager is in first. You can just see the passion in that guy, and to be honest with you, I love that passion that I see in him, and I really hope he gets on Survivor one day. I think that'd be really cool. But the second person I have is Matthew, just a really laid-back dude. I definitely feel like you could switch either one of them around, and Matthew can be 1 and Hager could be 2. I don't think anybody's targeting Matthew. He looks like a beast. Is he performing like one? I say me and him have the same performance level, but that's just my opinion, though. I do look a lot smaller and weaker compared to him. So the next people I have is Kayla and Sophia. This is another 2 you could rotate around if you really wanted to. I feel like I see Sophia in a lot of rooms with a lot of different people making those connections. So I feel like she's definitely in a good spot. But Kayla, I feel like, is higher just because of the fact she is doing great at the challenges. At least she did fantastic at the first one, which is the one you really want to show people what you got. And I think she did that. Another reason I have Kayla above Sophia is because Hager told me he doesn't talk to Sophia very often. So I felt like that was logical to say Sophia is a little bit lower than Kayla, but those are another two you could probably switch around. The next person I have is Holly. I feel like she's snap dab right in the middle. I don't necessarily think she's in the majority, but I think she's doing a great job at socializing with people. I see her in the room with everybody because I'm really paying attention to the rooms and who's possibly working with who and stuff like that. So the next person I have up is Nate and Meredith. I think Nate is higher than Meredith just because of the fact I know Hager really likes Nate. Despite Nate throwing Hager's name around once, I think Nate is just a little bit higher than Meredith. Meredith, I don't necessarily know who she's working with. It's kind of a question mark because, like I said in my last confessional, she said that she pitched the idea to keep Kat just because of the fact that she's great at math. So I'm just going to put her at 7, and clearly no one listened to her because Kat, I only got 1 vote. So, and then up next is probably me and then Deshaun. But once again, this is another scenario where you could really rotate either one. Like I said before in my last confessional, I don't know if my party has the heart to vote out somebody who just got voted out. So I wouldn't really be shocked if I was the next vote out. I hope I'm not, because I feel like I can be a great contribution to the team, and I have a lot of fight left in me. But whenever it is a numbers game, you can't really do that much. And another thing is, she might have an advantage too. I don't know about that. I'm speculating on it because I played this game before. Whenever I return from something, they normally hand me something, like a safety without power or an idol. But yeah, that's just my power rankings on the first couple days. So hey, what's going on there, folks? Just thought I would share a quick confessional about my thoughts and feelings going into tonight. I am definitely nervous, and I feel like I am in a load of trouble if we don't win, because I feel like I'm on the bottom of the pyramid. But the good news is that I did throw a stray vote for JJ to come over here, and I'm hoping to get out of all this trouble that I think I'm in. Maybe I'm delusional, maybe I'm not in trouble, maybe I'm on the top. But I feel like I'm on the bottom, and I'm hoping to get out of this by saying Nate was the one to throw the stray vote on JJ to come over here. And I'm just going to tell my tribe, I think it's a little fishy how he was acting all perky and all excited about bringing Deshaun over here. And maybe it'll work, maybe it'll be my downfall. I don't really know, but I feel like this is the best case scenario to try to get out of the situation I'm in. And maybe Sophia, if she is with me, maybe we can say something about the first time we were scrambling around and how Nate was throwing Hager's name around because he was the one who won that advantage. Hopefully, I can get out of this. I definitely feel like I'm in trouble right now, but like I said, maybe I'm just imagining everything and I'm just delusional already. I don't want to be the second boot, and yes, I think that is all I have for you guys. Let's win this challenge tonight so I don't have to go to Crossroads. Team Adam, baby, let's go!
So today, it was a lot better than yesterday. We won our challenge. It was a cool challenge. The transferring of the water back and forth, I like that a lot more than holding flour or sugar. I feel like we should have went 3 in a row. I understand we lost the second one, but it feels good to know that we've now won 2 of the 3 challenges. Today, I think everybody did a great job. Sophia, she stepped up there at the end when Schneidman, whatever his name is, when he fumbled the cup, you love to see it. You hate it if you're him or his team, but you love to see it when you need it. And we needed it. So that opened a window, and Sophia, she kicked ass and caught us up and gave us the win, There was a lot of pressure, I felt like, for everybody. That's part of the reason I wanted to go first, is because I knew if I went first, everybody's going to be nervous, so they're not really going to be thinking about, let's judge Tyler real quick. They're going to be thinking like, oh shit, is it my turn? Is it my turn? Oh my God, how am I going to do? So I wanted to get it out of the way, and I felt like there was some pressure because if you are first, you got to at least win. And even better if you can put some distance between you and your competitor. And I feel like I did a good job with that. I think I beat him by a couple seconds, gave us a lead, and somewhere in the middle where we kind of slacked a little bit and fell behind. I was just happy to be done. Can't even remember what the head-on-heads looked like. But the challenge went good for us as a whole, I feel like. We went back to camp a lot better. I felt like we could have just left right then. Nobody really wanted to discuss anything about any negative aspects of having to get rid of somebody. We were kind of talking about the clue to the advantage I got, which I probably am just not going to find, to be honest with you, because I've looked about everywhere I can think of. And then we go to Crossroads, and at Crossroads we kind of knew something was up. I kind of honestly didn't think nothing was up. It was other members of the team. I was kind of just thinking, this is going to be like a banner situation where they're going to bring us in just for kind of commentary on the events and voting somebody off since we'd been there already. And really, I wish that we would have just voted somebody off. It's cool to have an extra team member, but at the same time, you want to dwindle the numbers, especially when you win, for the opposite team as possible. But like I said, we do get a new player, Deshawn. She seems pretty cool. Real nice lady, for sure. I think she can be an asset. I think she kind of got a raw deal on their old team. Technical issues or what have you, but I think she'll fit in good. But honestly, you never know. If we lose tomorrow, why not just send her out? Her other team voted her out. We could keep, us as a unit strong. Not saying she wouldn't be a strength asset, but because she totally would be. I can tell that already, that she's got determination and stuff. But at the same time, why hurt a good thing? Why eliminate one of our own? I'm not trying to call her an outsider, but she kind of is at this moment. So why eliminate her or give her the spot of somebody that was an original member? So I think that if it comes down to it, that's something that I hope somebody else brings up, but if not, I will bring it up. Again, I feel like I'm talking too damn much, so I'm going to try to relinquish some of the attention to other people. But like I said today, if I don't talk, I feel awkward because, cutting hair, if somebody's sitting in my chair and I'm not talking to them, it's kind of a bad thing. Everybody wants a conversation, so it's kind of hard for me to come home and turn that off a little bit. But I think it's going good, I think if I can kind of pull the reins back on some things, and challenge-wise, I've liked how I've done so far. So, at this point, I don't really think our team is in a bad position at all. We already know that there's two people on the other side that have played before, and I feel like I'm doing really well with my group by bringing that kind of information to them, stuff that other people didn't notice about, the two other people that's played, and, talking about the strategy with how to hold the water today. I just hope my team, sees that as valuable and they want to keep me around, because honestly, at the end of the day, I know if I make it to the final three, I can convince people to let me win. That might be a little arrogant, but I really believe if somebody messes up and takes me to the end, I can win.
Okay, so we're getting ready for Just as the Devil challenge number 2. To go in, gonna be drinking Sharpie. I was in charge of this challenge. I'm talking shit about anybody, but if I was in charge of this challenge, I would have just made us fucking fill the whole thing up. That's too easy, right? I think so anyway. I think this challenge is going to suck a little bit because, oops. That was a weird line. I don't know how come that one was all, it's because my shit's not on the bottom. Yeah, it's a little bit, I don't know, it's weird. I'm literally going to be drinking Sharpie now because, and then I don't know where the fuck this stupid ass measuring tape has been. I don't know. So gross. I get grossed out by gross shit, right? And then, you know what I have? I have a fucking ruler. Hang on a minute. That's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use that ruler because It is flat roller. And it's so much better. Yeah, that's way easier. Oh, see, fuck that. My cup is 2 different spots. Look at that. That's funny. So it's like a totally... I don't know. Hang on a second. I'm going to try to... Look at that. Fuck. Can you see it? Why can't you see it? Look at where the measuring tape up is on top and the 2 inches is on the bottom. That shit is like way different. I'm gonna get a new cup because I'm not doing more than I have to. That's way better. This is what happens when you are a baker and you have a bunch of baking products. Because a lot of the shit that we do for baking and pastry, you can't have, I don't understand. My daughter has Legos all over the fucking house. I told her to pick them up. They're everywhere. Anyway, when you're a baking student, like everything is like to the inch and to the quarter inch and all that shit. So we have to have like all these tools that are like, so see, like it starts literally at the end. So there's no like, see the difference in the two is they're not. There's no difference in the two. It's this lip thing that makes all the difference on the planets. Okay, it's a big deal. Big deal, my friends. Okay, so now we're gonna do it again. I don't really feel like I'm supposed to do challenge prep with you guys, but I'm gonna do it just because, I don't know, I feel like I like talking with you. Okay, I'm gonna do one more. All right, there's my line. 2 inches. Boom. Yay! Okay, so tonight, I don't even know what to say about tonight. Tonight, I'm not typically one that is like speechless, but I'm speechless after this evening. I don't understand what happened exactly. So a couple of different things. First of all, we won the challenge, which is amazing. Very, very, very exciting, right? Like very happy that we didn't have to vote anybody out. That's great. But we were given like an opportunity to potentially change the game. And we didn't take it. I think that, I think that some of the people in our tribe thought that Deshawn was going to come over with like all this amazing intel, but she didn't have any intel. I don't know that she's ever actually gotten into a single room. Yeah, I don't know. I did not agree with the decision. I should have voted with my heart because I definitely wanted to, and at least I would have had something to talk with someone on the tribe about, because I believe it was Meredith. I think that Meredith is the person that voted for JJ. Hopefully I can like confirm that later, but I definitely think that it was her. She seems like the one that has the most like, I don't know. I don't want to say sense, because that means that everyone else doesn't have sense, but like is maybe one of the more strategic, like thinking about tomorrow's perspective. Like I'm shocked that they picked Deshawn. I don't know why they did it. Numbers matters, but like we could have had JJ. I don't even know what to say. Like I'm focused so much on the fact that we didn't pick JJ as our person, that I think that Team Wendell thinks we're dumb. Like honestly, I think that they think that we're dumb. And I don't want to be like disrespectful to Deshawn, because that's not at all what I'm trying to say. I think Deshawn is a lovely, lovely woman. But in this game, JJ was a better pick. And I'm beside myself that Nate came online and was like, oh yeah, let's go for Deshaun, thinking she was going to come to us with like all this amazing information, and she just didn't. So I don't even know. I am going to have a drink tonight because that tribal like decision to me was so easy, and Team Adam did not make the right call tonight. Definitely did not. So yeah, oh my gosh. I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm so beside myself that I'm going to just go get my drink now. That's all. All right. So I wanted to give you my thoughts after I'd calmed myself down after that redonkulous decision that we just made. Like, I don't even know. I'm not going to get into it again because I'm going to get myself all upset. So I'm just going to bypass that. I want to talk to you guys about two different things. One is the advantage that we have been given through Hager. I don't know why I want to say Hager. So he shared with us, excuse me, he shared with us more of the advantage today than he did yesterday, which leads me to believe either he found it or he can't find it. One of those two things. I'm leaning towards can't find it and needed some help maybe because a couple of different times at Tribal today he was like, oh, or when we were at camp, he was like, oh, let's talk about that advantage again. So I think he's struggling to find it. But I'm going to tell you, I've looked for that thing like a psycho. I even was today while I was in the bathroom at school. Let me restart that. Today, while I was at school, I went to the bathroom so that I could look for it because I thought of something while I was making my cake and I was like, oh, I bet you it's this. And then I ran to the bathroom and I was like, scroll. And I was like, dang it, it's not that. So like, that's the deal. I'm not looking. This is a struggle. I don't know how to use Reddit. I'm not really a huge Twitter fan. I don't really know what I'm doing on Instagram. I only really know what I'm doing with Facebook, and I'm not really like Facebook savvy. So, oh dear God, don't even get me on TikTok. I have no idea what's going on TikTok. So like the fact that I'm even looking is shocking to me because you guys have all kinds of social media platforms that I just don't use. So, that was the one thing I wanted to talk about. The other thing I want to talk about is like, I really, 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 really hope that Meredith and I can get stranded at an outpost together to chat because I think with all of my heart that she's the person that voted for JJ, and I'm hoping that I don't know, she's who I want to work with. I think that Kayla and Meredith are like the two most solid people, and I like Sophia too. So I mean, I could even do like, we could do the four of us, like that'd be fine. I'd be totally on board with that. And I even think like Hager is a great fifth, but he's got to be number 5 because he is just he's too funny and too nice to be closer than that, right? He's got to do, I don't know, he's got to be just a different. He can't be at the end. You can't take him to the end. People are going to like him. They're going to vote for him just because they like him. Because he's funny. He's a good dude. I loved the fact today that he said he would get divorced if Survivor called him because I believe it. I have a couple friends like that. They have like so much dedication that I definitely believe like if they wanted a single person, they'd be like, see you later. No matter how long they were married. Sorry. It's really late here. It's not true. It's not late at all, but I have to get up early, so it's really late. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you about the advantage, which I did. I wanted to talk to you about Meredith and Kayla and Hager and Sophia, which I did. And I think it's interesting that you guys had that little like swapperoni vote. I feel like you guys should have let us like all go into the whisper room together just for a second, even if it was just only 30 seconds. Like, let us talk for a minute just to figure out what we were thinking. I don't know. Nate's a bonehead. Like, I'm shocked that I don't even know what to say. I'm just shocked. That's all I can say. Oh, I cannot go down that road again because it's going to mess with my zen, so I'm not going to go down that road. I'm just going to say I'm still shocked. Okay, I think that's all I have for now. Advantage, Kayla, Meredith, Sophia, Hager. That's it. Hope you guys have a great night. Oh, tomorrow's my birthday. I'm really excited that we're off. Thank you very much for the day off. It's a great birthday present. Because it would suck to go out on day 16, and it would suck to go out on your birthday. So thanks for that. Appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great night. Ciao!
Okay, so this is day 2 for season 4 of Expedition Online. My team won, and the twist was that we got to vote another player from Team Wendell, somebody who got votes to our tribe. We unanimously did Deshaun because, I mean, what else are you going to do? I don't think JJ would have been a good idea. First off, he seems like a good player, so I don't want another good player on my team. But Deshaun turned out to be a total bust because she was like still Team Wendell, even though they just voted her out unanimously. She didn't give us any dirt. So we were all kind of like, didn't know what to do, and we all felt super awkward. But the main thing I have to talk about tonight is the last 30 minutes of the day. Day was great until then, but I was given a curveball, we all were, where there had to be people occupying different rooms. Nate took one for the team and sat by himself. I'm like, whatever. But the second room had Matthew volunteering first. Immediately after him, was Sophia. And I thought for a split second, should I join? Because those are the two people that I have my radar on as the two potentially best players. But before I could really think it through, Holly jumped in. So I'm freaking out, looking at this group, staring at this group. They stayed in there for the entire 15 minutes. The entire 15 minutes. They didn't have to. Just one person had to guard that, but I don't know why they did that. And great, so my paranoia is kind of high right now. I am thinking about what my best course of action is. This is just like crazy that my paranoia is going this early. So I obviously need to get in with one of those 3 as quickly as possible and hear what they have to say. And, I just have to read them and figure out how much I think that they're withholding from me and how much they're actually telling me. I know that I probably will never fully get the whole story behind what they were talking about. And I'm sure they talked about literally every single one of us because they had 15 minutes of uninterrupted time. But I want to try and get a sense, and then that will determine my next course of action. The 3 people who were left with Deshaun with me were Hager, Dixon, and Meredith, and I do believe that they're all pretty strategically sound, so I think that they're going to be on the same page as me to some extent and think that was a little bit sketchy. So I also need to touch base with them. And if I really think I need to start to mobilize these troops, then I'm going to have to start, talking to those 3 plus me is 4. I hope that's not the case. I hope that one of those 3, I'm hoping Sophia or Holly, hopefully both of them are pretty upfront with me, that they can kind of put my mind at ease a little bit. But again, everyone is so self-aware and so strategic that I don't know what to expect. So that was a big twist kind of at the end. I think that was the biggest twist of the night in my opinion. So we'll see how I combat that. So until next time, bye.
What's going on, guys? Matthew here, back from my 3rd confessional. So let's talk a bit about that challenge. It was definitely a lot harder than I expected, like sucking up the liquid through the rigatoni. Like there were points where I just spewed water all over my room. So I had to do a quick like mop of my floor after this challenge. But we ended up making a huge comeback at the end. Sophia came in really clutch there. That was super exciting. We were super proud of our team and happy that we didn't have to go to the tribal council, but they said that we still had to attend, so we were kind of confused about that. So we ended up going, and then that's when they introduced the twist, in which we had to pick which player between JJ and Deshaun that we wanted on our team. And full disclosure, when this twist like happened, I was like super shocked, and I didn't really know which one of them I wanted on the team. I was thinking maybe JJ because his internet is a little bit stronger, but I didn't want to lead with that when we were all talking in front of everyone on the whole show. So luckily Nate spoke up and he was like, Deshaun, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna just fly with that, roll with that. We can go with Deshaun. And after I thought about it a little more, I did think that that was a good move because she could be a scapegoat in the case of us maybe losing another challenge and going back to have to vote someone out. I think Deshaun, just because she was from the other side, I think that would be an easy vote once again, and that would mean me not being eliminated. So those are all great things. So overall, I'm still feeling really confident about our tribe, or our group. There wasn't too much progression with our alliances today. We because Deshaun came back to camp with us. So instead of like breaking off into groups, we kind of just introduced ourselves to Deshaun, got to know her a little bit more, got to introduce all of us to her. And then we had 2 chores we had to do. We had to go to the volcano and we had to go to the outpost. And luckily Nate, he's a college student and he had to do homework. So he's like, I'll just go chill at the outpost by myself. So he was able to take care of that. And then I jumped down to the volcano with Sophia and Holly. And we just kind of chilled there for a bit, talking about the challenge a little, talked about Deshaun a little, but there wasn't too many new progressions within our alliance. I'm still thinking we have that core 4, which is me, Sophia, Kayla, and Dixon. I don't know. I'm gonna have to pull them aside at some point. We're gonna have to figure that out more, but I think that is the group we are working with right now. But overall, I'm feeling great. We have the numbers now on our side with Deshaun now over here, feeling pretty good. We won the challenge, and I really feel like we have a really strong group, so we shouldn't be losing too many more challenges. So I think we're just gonna steamroll Team Wendell. They don't stand a chance. But yeah, thank you for your time, and I will see you in the next episode.
Okay, day 3, Expedition Online. It's in the books, and I'm still here, so I am one happy expeditioner. We started off the day on day 3 with some camp time to strategize about how to do our challenge, which was basically a race to see which team could move a certain volume of liquid from one end of the room to another using a rigatone, a single rigatoni, a rigatone as your straw. So it was a very awkward challenge. But as we were preparing, we just sent a photo to the group chat of a fountain in Pompeii. And she said, oh, look at this guy found in Pompeii. So I'm like, what the fuck is this? I download the photo. I'm editing it. I'm adjusting contrast on it. I'm trying to find secret messages. I'm reverse image searching the photo and trying to find out where it originated on the web. Ridiculous. I can't find anything in the photos. And then I decide that because the challenge name is Flowing Fountains, there must be a clue in the video somewhere to an advantage. So I freaking scoured the video that just posted explaining what the challenge was. I did everything, like I downloaded it. There was a part at the end that was fast forwarded through as she was actually like performing the challenge. I taught myself how to make a slow-mo video and I slowed that down to see if they were saying anything that I needed to catch. No, there was nothing there. I was just spiraling. I scoured that video. I sent a picture of just some of Jess's home decor to Shade asking if it was an idol. It was not. It was just fucking home decor, as to paraphrase Eliza. But so I cannot find these damn advantages. I can't find the one that Shane gave us the clue for that is somewhere on Sarah Lucina's stuff
or related to Sarah Lucina somehow, or I think it's Sarah Lucina. That's my decision. I feel like it has to be Sarah Lucina. But I can't find that advantage, and now I can't find this damn fountain advantage. I don't know if maybe it was something in the actual challenge that I missed because I was far away from my computer, or what. But so we do the challenge. We're pretty on par with everybody. We get a little bit of a lead. Dixon blows that lead for us. He was a little bit slow on the challenge. But then for the rest of the people, we were kind of keeping pace, but we were still a little bit behind. And we get to the end, and out of nowhere, come from behind victory, Sophia freaking secures it for us, wins the game in the last seconds after JJ or Schneidman, I'm not sure who it was in the other tribe, spilled his drink, spilled the liquid out of the cup. So we were open with the opportunity to win, and Sophia slipped right in there and won. So we didn't have to worry about voting anybody out. But of course there's a twist. Jonathan informed us that we needed to attend tribal as well. Or I'm sorry, attend Crossroads as well. So he specified that we would not be voting. And ended up we did have to vote, but we would not be voting. And so we wait during the strategy time. We have to do some chores. I think the mods are trying to get people out of the base camp. We had to go to some rooms to get some chores. Everybody kind of tried to stay together other than Matthew, Holly, and Sophia broke off into one of the 3 people rooms and was together for a little bit. So it's a group I have to keep my eye on. But so then the tribal happens, and we attend the tribal, and we're watching. We find out that Deshaun was voted out. It was pretty unanimous. Everybody voted for Deshaun, I guess because of computer technical issues. And then Deshaun voted for JJ. And then the twist, of course, was that our tribe got to choose between Deshaun and JJ, the 2 people who got votes, who we wanted to have join our tribe, and the other person would stay on their tribe. I was like, oh my God, okay, that's cool. I thought right away, obviously, there's an obvious person we want to select here. I don't know why we would pick the other person. So I'm like, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. I'm giving everybody else a little time to speak, so I don't want to be the one to speak up first. And then Nate pipes in. He goes, oh, well, I mean, I think it's obvious. I think there's someone we have to take. And I'm like, yeah, Nate, that's right. We do. We absolutely. He goes, I think it's obvious we have to take Deshaun. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? No, why would we have to take Deshaun? You have a team that doesn't want somebody, and they obviously want to keep the other person. Why would we take the person they don't want? I mean, yes, we can like build the tribe stronger, and like it's nice because it's, depending on how things go, it might be another automatic person that can be lower on the tribe hierarchy than I am. But at the same time, why would we want to give their tribe the benefit of keeping the person they wanted to keep and not getting rid of the person and getting rid of the person they wanted to get rid of? Like, why not cause more drama than that? I didn't understand that. But once he said that, it was kind of all just assenting and agreeing with him. So I didn't want to be the person to speak out and kind of put the whole tribe down, and then also kind of be putting Deshaun down, because she seems awesome. I mean, she stuck out to me when we did the day 0 thing of someone I'd want to work with, just because she looks very put together, like she's got a very great presence. I got good vibes from her, but I mean, if we can cause drama, why wouldn't we cause drama? Why would we not pick JJ? But I let the tribe win. We got Deshaun, so now Deshaun is on our tribe. Hopefully going forward, I can either align with her, or she can just be somebody below me on the hierarchy, and we can get rid of her in place of somebody else we want to get rid of. But yeah, day 3 over, done, booked. It's a good day. Didn't have to go to tribal and vote anybody out at least, so that's positive. I still ran over. I'm sorry. Trying to get better at this. I promise I will. Okay. I think that's it. Thanks. Bye.
What's up? It's day 3. Today was a big day of twists. Our challenge today was to suck liquids through a uncooked... Our challenge today was to transport liquids through an uncooked pasta noodle, and I did really well. It was a relay race, and the Atom Party ended up pulling it out with a incredible comeback by Sophia. I did really well, so I redeemed myself from yesterday. I did not embarrass myself again. We were told by Jonathan afterwards that our reward for winning the challenge was we don't go to Crossroads and we get to spectate on the Wendell's tribe's crossroad. So, boom, twist number 1. Then we get to Crossroads. It's super boring. They end up voting out Deshawn. Oh no, so crazy. Deshawn got voted out, whatever. But wait, twist number 2. Out of the people that received votes at that Crossroads, the Adam tribe got to vote on which one of those 2 we wanted to join our tribe. That was either Deshawn, who received 8 votes, or JJ, who received 1. So I kind of spoke up and said, hey, I think we should choose Deshawn because I'm hoping that would make her like me a little bit more. And I could be the person she comes to on her new tribe. Everybody votes. Everyone votes for Deshawn, except one person votes for JJ to come to our new tribe. They're probably trying to shake things up. Deshawn gets on our new call. And we're all talking to her. We're like, oh, hey, girl, how's it going? You know, good times with our new party member. I basically spent the entire call before the challenge, after Deshawn joined our new tribe, doing homework because I'm a college student and I have a lot of homework. And I'm hoping that doesn't make people like me less. I wish more than anything I could have just not talked to them and worked by myself. But I kind of sat on the call the entire time and worked on my homework and talked a little bit, but not too much. Enough to where they wouldn't be like, we should vote out Nate. Boom, that was twist number 2. Uh-oh, there's another twist. Turns out, the volcano by our camp is exploding. So one person has to leave our party call and go to the outpost to check on the volcano to make sure that it doesn't erupt on us. Everyone's like, dang, nobody wants to go by themselves. Aw, that's so sad. And I pretty much say, hey, I'm working on homework anyway. Do you want me to just go sit by myself until I can come back on the call? That's actually what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of sitting here, actually filming my confessional, but working on homework a little bit. After I go back, I'm sure I'll be received with open arms. I don't think they'll be plotting to get me out while I'm not there. Hager actually joined me for a little bit and said, hey, if we go to Crossroads again, Deshawn's an easy target to get out. I'm thinking, yeah, Deshawn would be easy to get out, but the person that I really would prefer to get out is Hager. Because I know confirmed 100% that dude has at least one advantage, and I think he has another one. And he's a super huge Survivor fan like me. And I know that he's good at this game. He's playing really, really hard. I'm hoping that I could convince people to get out Hager without putting a target on my back. But if I can't, it's not that big of a deal.
Okay, first of all, I'm out here thinking about that epic rigatone challenge. I had such a fun time doing that relay. I was a little bit nervous going into it that I was going to be the last one on our party to complete the relay, which means that I either had to just continue us through to the end to a finish that wins, or what actually happened was I have to make up for lost time. So when I heard that Schneiderman had tipped over his glass for Team Wendell, I was ecstatic that that I could bring Team Adam to a victory. I had that little rigatoni in my mouth. All I was thinking was, I'm not going to be the reason that we go to Crossroads tonight, and I'm really glad that that's what actually happened. I mean, I guess we did go to Crossroads, but we didn't have to vote anybody out. And that led to a much quieter time at camp. it was a lot more chill. We all stayed in the same room, more or less. Like, we didn't have to do the scrambling of who's going to be exiled or who's going to be voted out. So that was nice. But I mean, sue me a little bit for almost wanting the drama. Like, I'm just having such a great time, but I'm glad that I was not on the chopping block for sure. But let's see. What else? When we actually went to Crossroads, I was very surprised that we actually got to bring somebody onto our team from Team Wendell. I think that Deshawn was the correct choice because although she hasn't really divulged much information about Team Wendell and their dynamics, I think that if given more time and more ability to become familiar with the way that Expedition Explorer is set up, that Expedition Online is set up, that she will be able to tell us information, because every single one of her old team voted for her to leave. So why wouldn't she tell us everything that she knows? But at this point, she just seems like a kind person who, hate to say it, might be an easy next vote out if we do have to go back to Crossroads, but we'll just have to see going forward. I had a good time talking with Holly and Matthew last night when we were over in the volcano. I think that I'm glad to hear that they're both also thinking of Hager's advantage, and it's a little fishy that he keeps bringing it up in different ways, using different verbiage. So I think we'll just have to see there if he has it and what it is. I guess that's it.